Hi, this is John from Prakticala, and today I'm going to do a really quick review of this Kershaw Lifter folding knife. This has a little bit of sentimental value because this is the first Kershaw knife that I ever got. I got a pretty good deal on it, even though the specs are not anything special, but it is pretty cool. So let me just kind of show it to you. It is a pretty heavy knife. This whole thing's made of metal. The frame is very thick, the blade is very thick, no plastic scales or anything like that, so it's very heavy. The handle is, I would say, relative to the blade, pretty long, so it's just a lot of metal to sit in your pocket. Makes it kind of drag your pocket down a little bit, so not a really practical knife, I would say. But it does feel good to hold. It's, fills the hand pretty well, has good jimping here, so it's a nice knife to use, even though, like I said, not super practical. You got this cool looking Tanto blade, which again looks very cool, but is not especially practical, kind of difficult to sharpen. The steel is 4CR14, which is kind of a step down from their usual budget steel, which is typically 8CR13 MOV. So this 4CR14 is a little bit less expensive and doesn't hold an edge quite as well. Perfectly fine for cutting paper and boxes and tape, but yeah, this is really just a budget knife. You can see the pocket clip is not reversible. It can't be switched for tip up or tip down, so it's pretty much just the way it is. It does have very nice speed safe assisted opening. So you got this little flipper here, opens really quick, really smoothly, so that's really nice action there. It has this thumb hole here, which you could also use to open, not quite as easy, but it does work like that. And then there's also a thumb stud, which I never could get to work on this knife. It takes a lot of effort to do it. Okay, so I can do it, but very difficult. But the flipper works just well. So I like using that. You can open and close with one hand, so that's nice. Has this cool black wash finish on it, so it weathers really well. Looks very cool. So yeah, overall, like I said, not a really practical knife. 3.4-inch blade, but it looks really cool. I never use it, I never carry it, but it's just cool to have. So I would say, cool for your collection. Probably not the most practical to carry around or use, but it is inexpensive, and it is kind of a unique, cool looking knife. So anyway, that's it. Thank you.